Now, don't think I'm crazy, hold on, but I believe there are 5 things that our bees tell us when we do an inspection. Hey friend, how are you doing today? Thanks for joining me today. We're going to dive right into it because I know your time is valuable and I just don't want to waste your time. What are the 5 things that our bees tell us when we do an inspection? The first one that the bees say to us when we open up a hive is, we are, ready? We are hungry. There's no reason we can't open up a hive, do a quick assessment and say, ooh, my bees don't have enough food. They don't have any stored honey. They don't have any stored nectar. So that's the time for us to feed them. Really, we need to be feeding our bees anytime we don't have honey supers on collecting honey, just to help them out. They may not need it, but it sure is a big help. Now, the second thing our bees tell us that we can see when we open up a hive is we are out of room. Oh yeah, this is something we're going to be seeing in the spring for those overwintered colonies. Congratulations. The bees are going to tell us we're out of room. You can tell they're out of room when they start building wax on top of your frames, like between the top cover and the top bar of your frame, or between the frames. And anytime you see comb being built in places other than the frames, you know they're just having a great time producing wax. They got to find someplace to put it. Or if all the frames are drawn out and there's no more frames to draw out, they need more room. So remember, give them plenty of room. Now the third thing, this is exciting, that the bees tell us is, we are having a surprise. We're having a baby. What does that mean? Yeah, bees reproduce. The only way that a colony can produce another colony is by swarming. They're having a baby. So every spring, a healthy colony will produce a swarm or a baby. They will produce another colony. That's when half the hive leaves with the old queen because she's proven, she's a layer. So they go with her off to a new home, and back home, the half that's left over raises a new queen. So you need to know that in the spring by checking for queen cells probably once a week, to be careful that they don't swarm on you. Because if you catch it early enough, you can make a split and move those cells over in your split. The fourth thing that our bees tell us is this: our blank is failing. What do you think that is? I ran out of room. Our queen is failing. Anytime you do an inspection, you're going to be looking for lots of eggs, larvae, pupae, capped over brood. That's really nice and solid brood pattern. And if you don't see that, that's your bee's way of telling you we have a queen that is failing. Now, they may rectify it themselves by raising a new queen to replace her. That's called supersedure. They supersede the old failing queen and raise a new one from one of her fertilized eggs. But if they don't, you need to be the beekeeper that intervenes and buy a queen and get a new queen in there. The last thing is that we are under what? We are under attack. Well, the bees can be under attack for several things, but primarily what is most critical, they tell us they're under attack by the rural destructor mite. Anytime you open up a hive, if you have really good eyesight, you can look closely and see those tiny little mites on the backs or underneath the bees. Now, if you don't have good eyesight, you probably just need to assume they're in there because I would say all hives have some mites in them. And so if you do nothing about controlling your mites, you will see them grow really fast. They reproduce in capped cells in the bees. So every 30 days, you need to do an alcohol wash mite test. You alcohol wash 300 bees and you do the math to see how many mites you have on 100 bees. You need less than 3 mites on 100 bees. Even less than 3 is better. But they can also be under attack, not just from mites, but small hive beetle. Small hive beetle can be trapped in oil traps. Swiffer pads. There's a lot of different options that we can do now. But keep an eye out when your bees are under attack by the small hive beetle, the Varroa destructor. They can also be under attack by wax moths. Now, this is not as bad. Wax moths really don't attack bees. They get in there and try to do stuff. But a strong colony just pushes them out. But if your colony is weak and starting to perish, then the wax moths move in and destroy the comb, lay eggs. You see wax moth larvae running around. Kind of nasty. So whether you're a new beekeeper in the spring or you've been keeping bees for a long time, be sure and listen for these 5 things that your bees will be telling you this spring. It will make your bee season go so much better if you don't let them get too hungry, if you give them plenty of room to grow so they don't swarm or get too crowded, if you watch for swarm cells, if they start to have a baby, because you didn't give them enough room, they're going to make another colony. Be sure and be able to do that. If not, you're going to lose half the colony. Also, be aware that your queen needs to always be observed. Look for eggs. Look how well she's doing laying a solid brood pattern. And also, you've got to ask yourself, are my bees under attack? Do they have mites, small hive beetle? Do they have wax moths? What's going on in the hive? These 5 things are crucial. And your bees will be telling you that. Maybe you don't feel like you've got a handle on bee inspections. I have a video to teach you how to inspect like a boss. I'll see you over there.